Hey guys, this is Dana from Pop Goulash. I wanted to make sure that you knew how to reach us. Find us on Facebook under Pop Goulash. You can also find us on Twitter at Pop Goulash. We also have a phone number, and we definitely want you guys to give us a call with your thoughts, opinions, whatever, show ideas. That phone number is 224-325-4235. And you can also shoot us an email at popgoulash42@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in.
I get to?
Sure.
All right. You're sick, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm feeling like shit.
All right. Awesome. Strap on those ear goggles, bitches.
It's time for some pop motherfucking goulash.
I was just confirming what to say.
Right. Yeah.
Not saying it.
Well, it's been said now.
That's like getting to the point where you get to have sex with a girl that you wanted to for a long time, and 30 seconds into it, she says, "I'm done."
Well, if she's done, then you've done the job properly, sir.
That was such a fucking letdown, dude. Fuck.
Well, now you know how it feels to be me.
I will get it one of these days. I'll make you proud.
Mm-hmm. That's what she said. So, what's going on, people?
Here we go. Pahahui. I'm going to open it. Oh, yeah.
I've never seen a dude struggle with a fucking pop top. Much like you have just struggled with this fucking pop top.
Pahahui. Coconut L.
Yeah, and I'm drinking fucking jack shit.
You need to drink that bourbon.
Oh, no.
Warm your shit up.
Oof. No, I'm not feeling it right now.
It's good to be back, by the way.
What is?
Here.
Oh, it's good to be back. I thought you said
in the land
it's
of
the
the Bat Cave.
Yeah, the hood. Oh, God.
Except the only problem is everything good over there?
Yeah, we're cool.
Dana's not here.
No, she is once again in New York. This time for business, not for pleasure.
I don't know. I feel like...
Yeah, it's like every time you're in studio, she's not in studio. Every time
right?
she's in studio, you're not in studio.
What's the deal, Dana?
Dude, this is like watching fucking Guns N' Roses where Slash and Axl can't be more than 50 feet from each other at any given moment.
We just have to get our shit together and start touring.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Make that money.
Make that fucking reunion money, son. So, dude, Jack and shit has been going on with me since the last time I recorded.
Yep. Except you got paid to make turkey today.
I did get paid to make turkey. That was pretty badass.
I've never even heard of that, but that's awesome.
Yeah. Every year, my company does a Thanksgiving bash on a Thursday. It's usually the Thursday before Thanksgiving, and for I think all but the last, I want to say it was 2 years ago. I've always made smoked a turkey or two for the event.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get to do it 2 years ago because we were in Florida, which, smoke turkey or go to Florida for vacation. And then last year I smoked a turkey, but yeah, I'm always the guy that smokes the turkeys, especially since one of our supervisors actually relocated to Texas. The smoking duties have befallen onto me, which is fine. I dig doing it. So.
Just 2 turkeys, that's it?
Yeah.
That's enough for everybody?
No.
Okay, so there's multiple people that are getting paid.
There's in a sense. I'm the only one getting paid to do it for as long as I do it, I had actually sat outside. Well, not today. It was shitty outside today. I stayed in the kitchen area and just kind of peeked my face out the window every now and again to make sure that the fire was still going, but yeah, I just kind of hung out at home today and finished up season 3 of Rick and Morty. Started watching something else that I'll talk about later. Listened to some podcasts, read some comic books, and I was on the clock. It was pretty rad. And then tomorrow,
and you drank?
Yeah, well, I had a beer or two. I didn't go nuts. So, not like I have in the past. I had to pick up the kids tonight, so I couldn't get too
Can't get too crazy.
No, can't get too. A couple of the guys are going to get there super early, and they're actually deep frying 8 more birds. We have 80 people RSVP'd for the event, and that includes like multiple.
Doing 10 turkeys for 80 people.
Yeah.
I guess that's not too far out of the...
No, plus a bunch of catered sides.
Box.
And then we know a guy who, I don't know if his mother-in-law passed away, but she would make all, like, the baked goods and candies
so is this
and cakes.
plus
and
one?
Shit. No. This is just employees only.
Man.
Yeah, no, it's tomorrow morning at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, I think, is when they wanted to... 10:30, I think, is when they want us to show up.
It'd be hard to not just... completely gorge yourself.
Oh no, we do, and it's stupid, and I hate myself. Like it's like that Louis C.K. joke where he's like, "Hey, can I take off my pants and masturbate in front of you?" No, it's like the one where he's like, where he talks about he goes to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Well, do you stop eating when you're full?" He's like, "No, I stop eating when I hate myself."
Yeah.
Do you have regular bowel movements? When I shit, it's an emergency. So, but yeah, so that'll be fun tomorrow. It'll be, another all-day event. I'm actually kind of DJing the event, too. Our usual guy is actually flying to Baltimore. He's probably there right now. So
you bringing your laptop in?
No, actually, he gave me his PA system and everything, and it's Wi-Fi with an iPad app. It's pretty dope. So... I just plug in my handy dandy iPhone with the headphone attachment.
Yeah.
And Ricky, get down.
Get down, Ricky.
So, but yeah, I just plug in my iPhone and just run Apple Music, and there's a couple things where I have to do some sound effects kind of stuff to it. But for the most part, that's it. It's gonna be a good time.
And do you mix on the iPhone?
You can, but I'm just gonna put a playlist together and just let it play. I don't care. As Carlos types into his phone.
I'm just looking, yeah. All right. So you can pick whatever you want to play.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
Those fuckers stupid gave me free reign, man.
Is there going to be any music that you're going to try and sneak in?
No.
Your favorite stuff?
No, I don't really care that much. This is work people. I don't care. I'm not going to give it like 120%.
It's going to be like dance type music shit?
No, like I'll just put in like whatever pop music. Whatever. I don't care. Sorry, this is the low energy, man. I got a fucking head cold right now. It started off, I thought I had bronchitis.
Yeah, can you hear it, guys?
Yeah, I got that.
I mean, you still got that.
I got that sexy in my
voice.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 5 a.m. sexy.
Yeah, like I just smoked a pack of Pall Malls and drank fucking rock gut whiskey all night long.
What kind of whiskey?
Johnny Walker Red, dude. That's rock gut whiskey.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold on, my wife is calling me. Hey, babe. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, no problem.
Did I lock the door?
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to pause this.
And we're back on.
You want to take that bass out your voice when you're talking to me?
That's some intermission shit right there. Honestly, I don't even know what we were just talking about.
I don't either. I had to go let my wife in the house. She didn't have a garage door opener in her
That's
car.
your wife in the house?
Yeah.
Is that what you're calling pooping now?
Ah, yes, Mr. Poopy Butthole. But yeah. And Carlos has been a globetrotter, man.
I did, dude. I was pulling
I thought
Carmen Sandiego.
I know. I thought you were going to leave us a voicemail of your exploits.
I didn't have service, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to turn roaming on.
But our Google number is like a internet number, though.
Yeah, but how do you call that from
I don't
Facebook? I don't know. I'm sorry.
You could have called in from Facebook, too.
No, I couldn't have.
Yeah, Facebook Messenger has a phone.
It has the actual phone pad?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, I'm
Or
sorry.
you could have gone to me and just, like, pushed the button and called directly. You could have FaceTimed with us.
That's true. At 5 in the morning.
Why do you hate it? What, at 5 in the morning Poland time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Because what time did you record here?
Yeah, probably 9.
Yeah, it would have been like 4.
And you were in Poland. You should have been up drinking.
I figured it's better if I come back.
Yeah.
I did drink a lot of vodka.
I'm sure.
All right, so let me tell you about my trip. It was good. The flight there 8 hours. I got premium economy.
Got the extra leg room.
Yeah. Nice, better food.
Did you do what I told you?
What's
and
that?
Stay awake once you got there and went to bed?
I did.
Bed? How'd that help? Did it help?
It helped a lot, and I woke up.
Travel tips with Reuben and Carlos.
It should be a new segment.
Yeah, right.
When you're traveling to Aurora,
bring your flak jacket.
No, it did help, and it the next day, same thing. I slept in really late,
mm-hmm.
and then I was fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was in premium economy. Very nice. About 5 hours into the flight, I went to the bathroom back in economy.
Mm-hmm.
It was a graveyard, dude. It was.
Everybody was sleeping?
Everybody looked fucking depressed as hell.
Really?
After dinner, they just turned the lights off in economy.
They're like, go to bed, peasants.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm walking towards the back, and I see this. He had to be like 70 years old. Old guy. On the wall of the bathrooms, like his seat is against the wall, so he can't recline.
Right.
And the person in front of him has their seat reclined all the way back.
Oh, fuck.
So he's sitting with his head down, resting on the seat. At like, well, the plane left at 11 p.m., so...
Move in closer to the mic, sir.
Had to be like at 2 in the morning at that point. Just miserable as hell.
That sucks.
And it's such tight quarters, like I had to walk sideways to get back to Mecca.
Oh, yeah.
And...
the shitter.
Yeah, I was just like, there's no way. Ever again. If I'm doing international flying, I'm not going to do economy.
No.
Just not worth it.
I want to say we did Economy Plus when we flew out.
Yes, that's what I did.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's awesome. But anyway, I got there, and Warsaw is very interesting because I learned a lot about their history while I was there. Warsaw was occupied, of course, by German armies.
Yeah.
And they tried to do this uprising, revolt against them in like 44.
Yeah.
And Germany basically said, okay, fuck you guys. And they bombed the shit out of it.
Really?
Yeah. It's like 85% of it was completely devastated. Everything. And it was like 700,000 people died.
Either move the mic closer to yourself.
I can hear me good.
Yeah, but your levels are low here.
Okay, so like 700,000 people dead.
Whoa.
One town, everything completely destroyed. And what's unique about it is you have other towns that are closer to the German border that were protected, and they didn't do anything to harm them because they were towns closer to Germany, and they wanted to preserve them.
They were paying that sweet German protection money.
Right. Towns farther west, they were like, fuck you.
Right.
We're going to bomb your shit.
Damn.
And that's what they did.
That's crazy.
And all the people from other towns, and this was at the end of the World War II.
Yeah.
So you got people from all over surrounding towns that all came together to rebuild this whole city. And then the Russians move in, and they occupy to help, with quotation marks.
Right.
And so they build all
You
these...
are not Germans now, you are Russians.
Yes. So they bring in communism, they introduce that. And at first, it's amazing because everybody gets an apartment, everybody gets a job.
Then you wait in line 14 hours for toilet
bread
paper.
And toilet paper. And then around 85...
In my friend's poop and bucket, throw it out window.
That's when they broke apart from that. And...
In 1985?
84, 85.
Really?
And then started moving towards the European Union, of course.
Okay.
So what you have is a town that's rebuilt, and there's a lot of
World War
II communistic style buildings.
Yeah.
They're big and gray and have shit tons of apartments in them.
Oh, I'm sure. Just block buildings.
Yeah. Whatever was the cheapest to do.
Right.
And then you have buildings that are post-communism, that are new, that are just like modern skyscrapers. So you have a mix of both. Even their old town, I don't know if you've traveled over to Europe before.
I have.
Okay, so you know how most European towns have like an old town?
Yeah.
Their old town's completely rebuilt.
Really?
So they just basically built it on how it used to look. So,
Really? Very cool.
Anyway, it was a great vacation.
Yeah.
It wasn't like touristy. We did do some touristy stuff, but it was more immersive. So I'm just living in a neighborhood with my brother for a whole week.
Right.
Getting on the city bus in the morning with everybody else, going into different places, and really taking in a lot of the beer, the culture, the food.
How are the sandwiches?
History. Good. They
Seeing
do
as,
a lot of sandwiches for breakfast.
Right. Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like just like bread.
Bring you ham and cheese.
Smoked meat, cheese, lots of beets.
Really?
Mustard. Yeah.
Huh. Very cool.
Did a lot of outdoor markets.
Yeah. Outdoor, dude, going to like fresh air markets in foreign countries is pretty dope.
Dude, the bread there is, our bread's shitty
Well, yeah.
compared to their bread.
Yeah. That goes without saying.
And they're having a big craft beer resurgence in Warsaw.
Uh-huh.
And everything, all the beer that I've tried was amazing. It was just really good beer.
Mm-hmm.
And the spots that we went to, none of them were like chain stores.
Okay.
So it's only stuff that you would know if you lived there.
Right.
That type of thing.
It's local stuff.
Yes.
Towny stuff.
It was great.
Nice.
And then, so that was a loud ring. So the trip ends. We have a great time. I get business class on the way back.
Nice. Dude, did you go to...
You're not going to believe who I sat next to, by the way, but I'll tell you.
All right. Well, all right. Put a pin in that.
Yep.
So did you go to any of the concentration camps while you were over there?
I did not.
You did not. Okay, because I thought you were talking about
Next
going
trip.
to Krakow, right?
Yep.
Well, that's all right, man. You gotta kind of. I think it's one of those things you got to build yourself up to.
I think so, and I just wanted to absorb Warsaw for a
Well,
week.
not only that, like it's one of those things too, where like you're over there, and like to kind of unwind from things in your life.
Yes.
And going to something that heavy might not have been the best thing to do.
Probably not.
You know, I mean, it would be
In
historically
retrospect.
fantastic, but like, yeah, it might have put you in a weird headspace for
So,
the rest of the trip.
I mean, it was good in the sense that I got to meet a lot of good people
Rad.
and step away from everything for over a week.
Mm-hmm.
Create some memories, eat some really good food. It was a really, really good time, and the city itself, there is beauty, even in the ruins of it.
Uh-huh.
You know, there's the story of it, everything. So I would go back.
Rad.
For sure.
Yeah, dude, I had a blast when I was in Europe, man. I had a friend of mine who was living in Spain. What up, Jill? She was living in Spain and Sevilla.
Wow.
Or Seville, as we call it here. But she was teaching English over there after college.
Private lessons?
I don't know if... No, it wasn't private. She was doing it at a school. But she was over there, so I was like, oh, what the hell? I hopped on a flight, and, you know, after college, I saved up all my money and moved out, or flew
Went
out.
to Spain?
Went to Spain. And she'd been living there for a while, so she knew all, the local spots. I mean...
That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah, and it wasn't like we did touristy stuff.
Some stuff, right?
Well, a lot of the touristy stuff I did on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Because she would be working or she'd have something to do, so, I would wander the city. And I just walked.
That's the
I
best.
never took a
That's
cab
the best,
anywhere. Dude. I just walked. And this is in 2002?
Mm-hmm.
So it was right after September 11th. I mean, September 11th happened, and then I think it was March or April that I went over there. So, I mean, it was less than 6 months. Or just around 6 months. Over 6 months? Somewhere in there. I don't know. Months. I'm tired. But a lot of the time that I was there, I just wandered and walked around. There was no GPS. There were no maps. Well, I mean, there were maps, but...
Right.
You know, I had a very rudimentary knowledge of Spanish just from being fresh in my head from college. And, you know, just wandered around and ate paella. And after a week, my friend Jill's like, look, you know, I'm not going to allow you to stay here in one city, flying in all the way to Europe.
While you're in,
because I was there for
Spain.
2 weeks. She's like, I'm not going to let you, I just can't, in good conscience, let you stay here for 2 weeks in one city. I'm like, all right. So I hopped on a flight and ended up in Amsterdam.
Nice.
And I was in Amsterdam for 3 days. and it was wonderful.
Right.
For every reason you can imagine.
Taking in all the festivities.
Except for the whores. I did not,
Right.
did not.
It's probably a good choice.
Yeah, I did not partake in the red light district. I walked through it, and it was creepy. It just felt creepy.
Felt wrong, didn't it?
I don't know if it felt wrong. It was just creepy.
Well, I mean, from what I've seen, they have pictures. Not pictures. There's open windows with women that are on display.
Yeah, and they're like, "What's up? Hello."
Yeah.
These Dutch women, and they were all good looking. I'll say that, but no, I don't know. I'm just one of those guys that just doesn't want to have to pay for it.
Right? No, I don't blame you.
The weed, on the other hand, I paid a shitload for that.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. Oh my God.
A lot of bicycles in Amsterdam.
A lot of bicycles. A lot of the canal system that they've got there is just gorgeous.
Well, I mean, they have parking lots that are specifically for bikes.
Yeah.
Multi-tiered parking lots for bikes.
Yeah, it's crazy. I went to the Anne Frank house, which apparently...
Did you actually go up to the attic?
Yeah. I went through the whole thing. I took the tour.
Wow.
Wept like a baby by the end of it. And apparently now, like, to get there, you almost have to buy your tickets in advance. So I don't know what the resurgence is or has been recently, but, like, I waited maybe an hour in line to get in, but apparently, like, it's intense. It's tough trying to get into the Anne Frank house to see it. I went. They have a Vincent Van Gogh museum there, and they were having the Van Gogh Gauguin exhibit. So I went through that, and you get the headphones, and it'll tell you about all the different shit, pictures and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, sweet, finally going to see Starry Night in person. Like I'm in his city, in his museum. I'm going to see this beautiful painting. And it wasn't there.
So was it on display or on tour somewhere else?
It was, yes, both. It was on tour, on display in Chicago at the Art Institute.
Where you're from.
Where I'm from. Totally missed it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I got to see like 1,000 pictures of sunflowers and like the famous picture of him with the bandage over his head after he cut his ear off and stuff like that. So that was really cool. And then I just took trains all the way back down to Sevilla. I went to Germany for a day. Kind of spent an afternoon in Marseille, France.
Did you go to Munich?
No, I went to Berlin.
Berlin, okay.
Yeah, I went to Berlin.
That's right near the border.
Yeah, got a strange midnight foot massage from some chick that I never knew. Like, we ended up sharing a train car together, and she was all rubbing my feet. I was like, this is really erotic.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
dude. And I'm in my full-on hippie days, dude. Like,
how old were you at the time?
2002, 24.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 24. So that's when I had my hair down to my shoulders. And, like, from the time... I didn't shower the morning I left for Amsterdam because I stayed in the youth hostel that night. Mm-hmm. And, I stayed in the youth hostel both nights that I was there, and then I just slept in the train all the way back down. But I didn't shower that morning because I was in, like, a group room. The first night I was there, I had a private room. The second night, I didn't book fast
You're
enough.
on bunk beds?
And I was in bunk beds, and it was just shady, and I looked in the bathroom, and it just looked worse than any dorm room bathroom I'd ever... It looked worse than the frat bathroom that I was in that night that I was on acid.
Fuck that.
Yeah, so I got into Berlin, and...
Midnight foot massage.
Oh, yeah, dude, it was wonderful. But... So we get to Berlin, or I get to Berlin, and there's an Aldi in the train station. And so I bought like a thing of cheese, two things of water, and some baby wipes. And I am like wiping myself down, like just funky. Ugh. Yeah, that's how I bathed for like 3 days until I got back to Spain. But yeah, dude, it was awesome, man. Those solo trips, you learn so much about yourself.
You do, and it's not like... I was telling my brother this. It's not like if you were to take a trip into Warsaw with a touring company.
Right.
You're going to stay at a hotel.
Yep.
You're going to get in a shuttle van.
Yep.
Drive to one tourist spot. Sit there for half an hour.
With a bunch of assholes you don't even know.
Get back in the van. Drive to another place. Go to a gift shop. do you know what I mean?
Yep.
You don't get the experience. And you're right. We did so much walking.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And one of the things that I did one of the mornings is I just got up and walked around
Yeah.
the city. Found a coffee shop, random coffee shop.
Is it just me or does the air smell different over there?
It does.
Yeah.
Because you're bringing back all these things here.
I always notice that
So
when
I got
travel.
back Friday, and 2 or 3 days later, I opened up my suitcase, brought my shirt out, and I smelled Poland.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I do notice every time I go to a different country is that I notice the difference in how the air smells.
In the movie theater, we saw a movie. Movie theaters are nice, and...
What'd you go see?
Thor.
Oh, it was so good.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Funny as hell.
We'll talk about it.
So, that could be one of the things I consumed. Anyway,
There we go.
nobody's on their phones. Nobody's talking. People are nice and respectful.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, where the hell am I? Because I'm not used to this in
Right.
Tinseltown.
Well, there's your first fucking problem is you're going to Tinseltown. That place sucks.
And it's expensive
Yeah.
to go to the movies
Here or in Poland?
in Poland.
Well, yeah.
So when people are paying $40-$50 to go see a movie,
What?
not U.S. dollars, but zloty.
Polish money. Yeah, but it's still a euro, right? They're on the euro?
No, they're on their own.
Poland has their own
Yeah.
money, their own currency? Interesting. I thought they were on the euro.
No.
Huh.
At any rate. So, yeah, it was all around. The McDonald's was really good there. I had it once,
Uh-huh.
twice. And it's just better quality food. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have teenagers serving the food.
Right.
It's adults that are working there.
Right.
That are dressed nice. The food's fresh.
Would you
And,
like some extra ketchup packets with that, Mr. Lopez?
Anyway, on my way back, I flew business.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I had this anxiety. I'm going to die in a plane every time I get on it.
So you go for the upgrade one.
So I'm like, fuck it. If I'm going to die, I just want to experience this at least once.
Right.
This guy gets on, who's sitting directly next to me, and I see him, and I'm like, man, he looks so familiar.
Scott Hodge?
No. He knows Scott Hodge.
Oh, really?
Yes. So he puts his phone down, because there's like an island between us,
Yeah.
and he gets up to use the bathroom, and I look at his phone, and I see an email pop up. It says Bill Hybels. You know who that is?
Yeah. From
Yeah.
Willow.
Yes, the lead pastor.
Yeah.
So he comes back, and I'm like, that's Bill Hybels. Shit.
You sat next to Bill Hybels, really?
For 10 hours.
Did you talk to him at all?
Yes. So he sits down, and I'm like, excuse me, are you Bill? He's like, yes, I am. And I said, man, I thought you looked familiar.
For those of you who are unawares, Bill Hybels is the lead pastor of the mega church out here, Willow Creek.
In Barrington.
Yeah, just up the road, like 10 minutes from here.
And his son-in-law does the worship.
Yeah, didn't I hear that Bill is retiring?
He is.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I didn't want him to feel like a captive audience.
Let me beat your ear about some theological shit for the next 10 hours.
10 hours. So we had some small talk, and he basically said, I've been doing a leadership summit for the last 2 weeks, speaking 6 hours a day, so if I don't talk much, don't. That's why, which is basically, please don't talk to me for 10 hours.
Right.
So
This is Bill's quiet time.
Right. From what I hear, he's pretty introverted, too.
Yeah, which is ironic for being a pastor.
Right.
Because you're out there, talking.
So we talked for a little bit. Next 7 hours after that, he read a book on his iPad about the life of Muhammad Ali.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then as we were landing the last hour,
You looked over on his iPad, nothing but gay porn.
we no, none of that. No, we talked about the book and about his church and grandkids and stuff like that. So
Nice.
small world.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. And then he emails his son-in-law, Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't Aaron come and play
He did.
at our church?
Yeah.
Didn't he? Yeah.
And then Scott sends me a text saying, hey, by the way, Bill sent Aaron a text and was talking to you about him.
Oh, crazy.
Showed me a picture of his email.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
But anyway, the whole experience, man, it's... If you... As I'm talking to people listening right now, If you ever get a chance to go out of the country, please do. Because it just makes you more appreciative of people in general.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you a better perspective on the world.
Yeah.
And it takes away that whole idea of, because I'm in the U.S., I'm born on third, but think I hit a triple.
Yep. Absolutely.
And what I've noticed is that there are a lot of similarities in all the different countries that I've been in the United States.
Yeah.
There's little nuances and rhythms and stuff like that are different.
Absolutely, dude.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm talking a lot.
No, it's all good, man. Because usually I don't shut the fuck up. So,
yeah.
But yeah, dude, like, I love traveling.
So you've been to Europe. Have you been to Mexico?
No.
I've been to Mexico. You've been to Central America, though.
I have been to Central America.
Canada?
Yeah. I spent a
Canada.
month in Canada.
Yeah.
So I was up there for work. But I've been to Asia.
I'd love to go
Southeast
to Asia.
Asia was dope, dude. I'd love to go back to Asia. Check out some different countries.
And I don't know if you experienced this when you were in Spain. You said you were 24?
Yeah.
Right. But to get to Europe and back from the U.S. is a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Once you're in Europe, flying...
It's pretty inexpensive.
We looked at a trip from Warsaw to Athens, Greece. Round trip was like $25 US.
Yeah.
Like ridiculously cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stuff can be relatively inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just took trains. Like, I flew to Amsterdam just because that was the most economical. And
instead of being on a cargo ship?
Well, that and
2 weeks. Oh, dude. Hack attack.
Oh, gosh. Seriously, Pall Malls. No, not filters. But no, it economical in the sense for time as well.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You know, and then I took the trains back just to
experience the trains?
Yeah, dude.
Right.
I the train that I was on like took me right down the Mediterranean. I got to see the Mediterranean Sea. It was beautiful.
Do you know who was from Poland? Is Pope John Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny? There's a street in Warsaw named after him.
Really?
Pope John Paul Street. You know what that street is filled with?
Children prostitutes.
Sex shops.
Nice.
Porn stores. It's a big joke.
That's funny.
That it's like that.
That's hilarious.
And I had some fucking homemade punchkis.
What the fuck?
Those are those round donuts that have like
really?
filling inside.
Yeah.
You know, on Fat Tuesday or Thursday?
Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, everybody gets them.
Yeah, okay. I bet they're fantastic.
Oh, dude. They're nothing like Joe Osco.
No. Well, few things are.
And I had like post-trip depression when I got back.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. Took a few days to get back into the rhythm of things.
Yeah, it does.
Depressed that I was back.
Well, yeah, you know, you get into that, you're like, man, I think what it is that you have like, your body is just flooded with like serotonin and adrenaline, and when you come back, it just dries up.
It just stops.
It does, because like it's kind of like, it's just kind of like coming back and like the experience is over and there's no new stimulus and you're right back to
the grind,
right where you are. Yeah.
Right.
You know, like I got a cousin of mine just landed in Dubai.
Wow.
Yeah. My cousin Misty's in Dubai right now. I'm like, why the fuck would you go to Dubai? Like, I don't know. Like,
you know,
dude,
they got that giant tower.
Yeah. Like I'd go to check it out, but that wouldn't be like on the list of places like, hey, let's go here, you know. So.
Oh, and I only saw one black person the entire time I was there.
Really?
Yeah. And he was probably like Africa black.
Yeah.
Like definitely not.
No.
USA from here black.
Right. That's crazy. Well, he could have been like, I was going to say, he could have been Nigerian, but Nigeria is in Africa. You fucking idiot.
Nigeria's in Africa.
Yeah. So is Nigeria.
Right.
In Niger.
Do you remember when you were a kid and you thought you were saying a bad word?
Oh, yeah. Where was that? Dude, they made some like massive joke about that. What was I watching? Oh, it was on South Park this last week.
Really?
Yeah. It was Mr. Garrison and he was totally dropping the M-bomb. It was hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah. So
I'll miss it, but I'll definitely go back.
Oh, absolutely, man. That's
I made
the
a
good
pact
thing.
with some friends of ours to once a year we're going to travel somewhere.
Yeah, dude.
Don't know where.
Fuck yes.
But why not?
Right? Your kids are pretty much grown.
You got a passport, use it.
Yeah, right? Like your kids are
Right.
grown. They can, they can make grilled cheese. They can live off of that for a while.
Ramen.
And
You
ramen.
can go on the college diet.
Yeah, right? I'll be
Yeah.
back in a couple weeks. Go fuck yourself. Like Kirsten and I are. So next year in January, I turn the big 4-0.
Oh yeah, I'm 1 month behind in front of you.
Yeah.
So February I'll be 40.
Yeah. So in February, we're talking about taking a cruise somewhere. We'll fly down to Florida.
Just you two?
Yeah, drop the kids off with Kirsten folks at the condo, and then hightail it out for like a 5-day cruise.
You
or
know what
something
song's
like
in my
that.
head right now when I hear that? It's business time.
Right. That's what fucking song is that?
Fly to the Concords. Business
I've
time.
never seen Flight of the Conchords.
You got to hear that
No.
song.
I'm thinking like, which R. Kelly song is he thinking of? No.
It's all about business time.
Let's talk about sex, baby. No.
I've never been on a cruise ship. Have you?
I've never. I've been on a boat a couple times.
I've
but
seen YouTube videos of gigantic. I can't fucking talk. Gigantic waves hitting cruise ships.
Right. I flip in a boat. So, but
So
yeah,
where-
no, I've never been. So we're in
Like
the
Caribbean.
Yeah, probably.
For how long?
Probably 5-day cruise.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's a way to bring in your 40s. Honestly, no kids, just
Right.
you and her for 5 days on a boat.
Yeah, the last time we traveled internationally together was right before Grayson was born. We went to
El Salvador.
No, we went to Jamaica. We had a baby moon and stayed at an all-inclusive for like 4 days or 5 days.
What is a baby
or so.
moon?
Apparently, it's a thing now where before the first baby is born, you and your spouse take your like last vacation together
Before the baby comes.
before the baby comes.
So that's new, relatively.
Yeah,
Sort of like gender reveal parties.
yes.
Yeah, I've
I have a feeling that they probably all started right around the same time. We had a gender reveal party for Bobby, but I mean, yeah.
Did you pop a balloon and confetti came out?
No. Actually, we had a box and we wrapped it, and we had, like in wrapping paper, and we filled it with blue balloons, and we let Grayson open it.
So did you know?
Yeah, we knew.
Just nobody else at the party.
Nobody else at the party knew. So, but yeah, we knew. We knew we were having a boy. So,
And did Grayson comprehend what was happening?
no, there's like a box when there's balloons in it. So, but yeah, I mean, I just looked at it as an opportunity for me to like grill.
Grill what?
I can't remember what I grilled that day.
Oh, you're talking about the gender reveal
party.
I thought you meant the Caribbean cruise.
Yeah, I was grilling on the cruise. It was fantastic.
That's
learned
an
how to make some
opportunity for
jerk
me to
chicken.
grill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, you're gonna go to the buffets. You're gonna go to the casino.
I'm not a gambling man.
We'll see what kind of musical entertainment they have.
I will probably do that, comedian shows, but yeah,
Right.
gambling, not my thing. Not my thing. I don't really. It's boring,
Right.
and I like to keep my money and spend it on shit that like other shit that's pointless, like the comic books behind you. You know.
You can make a naked only rule in the room. Like once this door is closed, it's always naked. I hear some music.
No, that's Grayson.
He's singing to himself. Doesn't sound like crying.
No, yeah, he might be. It's crazy. Well, this is the return air vent, so like the sound just comes right through it because his bedroom is right above us, two floors above us.
So do you have your passport?
Yeah,
Not expired?
no, I had it renewed about 2 years ago. Yeah,
I love traveling. Man.
yeah. Kirsten's got to get hers updated because with her, since we've been married.
Fun thing to do is to like get on a plane that's from that country, and then they serve a beer that's from that country. And
Oh,
fly.
really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've never had that before.
Yeah.
No, we went to. Did you take advantage of the free alcohol on the flight?
Yeah, first class is well, they don't say first, they say business, but pretty much anything you want when you want it,
Mm-hmm.
they'll give it to you.
Really?
Yeah. Like we had our dinner, and they put down like a white tablecloth on the tray.
Fancy.
Yeah. The seat turns into a bed so you can sleep. Have you ever been able to sleep on a plane?
No.
I have not either.
No, I can sleep on a plane. I can sleep on a ladder. I'll sleep anywhere. I don't care.
You're like a
but
sloth.
I'm like sleeping comfortably though. That's a different story.
Right.
So
yeah. So it was like after dinner, I was like, "Hey, can I have some vodka?" And he's like, "I'm sorry." Like, I need some vodka in a cup, please.
Vodka.
2 shots. He's like, "Okay, yes, sir, right away." Brings me vodka, pop it back. All right, do you have a beer, please? So it's whatever you want.
Right. Could you jiggle my balls while you're at it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And there's lots of beautiful women in Poland.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Of course, they all turn out to look like old school, like European women from Hansel and Gretel stories by the time they're in their 70s. But hey, take advantage while you can, right?
Oh, dude.
So, anywhooser. So I'm hoping that within the next 2 weeks we can get like the 3 of us back together again.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So try to find
so
some
people actually think that there's actually 3 of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Like this
that I don't moonlight as Dana.
Right, and Dana doesn't moonlight as you.
Yeah.
Or that neither one of you are figments of my imagination. So.
Or we don't like hate each other somehow.
Right. There's no weird animosity building up. But
and she's in New York.
Yeah, she's in New York.
So, I told her today, you got to be racking up all these rewards.
Yeah, seriously, because yeah, it's weird. But yeah, hopefully we can get everybody together again. Because next week will probably be tough because of the holiday, because of Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. So,
but we will have an episode dropping next week.
I believe so. No, we're not saying
surprise.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
Yep.
Dana said she'd castrate me if I said anything. So, but yeah, there's going to be a surprise episode next week.
It's Axl Rose.
Yes, and Duff McKagan. So, I should text her and let her know that I'm going to drop this episode tomorrow, so that she's not. There's no confusion unless she's going to drop her episode today.
Yeah, so we don't get double dropped.
Yeah. You
don't want to get teabagged.
I was
Pop
so
Goulash.
thinking like a Pop Goulash teabag, which is like just the worst image I could think of in my head.
Right.
So
get gonzoed.
Right. So, dude, what do you think about this Lucy K business, man?
Anyway, what do I think about all this shit that's coming out?
Dude, I was listening to a podcast today with Elijah Schlesinger, and she was saying something to the effect of like,
who is that, by the way?
She's a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
She won Last Comic Standing in 2008. But she was saying, she's kind of glad that all this stuff is coming out because it's the only swamp that's actually getting drained. But, I'm wondering, like, when will it turn into a witch hunt?
What's next is my question. Who's going to be the next, right?
Yeah. Like, I see, like these funny memes pop up with Tom Hanks, and it's like, another 4 women have just come out to say that Tom Hanks is a really, really nice guy.
Treated him to a nice dinner.
Right. So, but yeah, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, as I go into this, it's because we're kind of talking about comedy and this whole thing. I wanted to read this Stephen Colbert tweet.
Okay.
So he tweeted to number 45.
All right.
And he said, "Welcome home, number 45.
Oh, yes, because he's been in Asia.
Yeah, while you were gone, we started actually punishing people for sexual harassment. So, heads up."
That's funny.
I think it's awesome. It's got like 231,000 likes.
Nice.
I don't know how responsible I would be if I had that much of an audience and that much power to not want to tweet stuff like that all the time.
Right. Seriously.
But, okay, so what do we know? We know that there's been several people that have come forward that says, basically, he takes you into the office and you think it's a joke and he says, "I want to masturbate in front of you," and you laugh, but then he actually takes out his
wang and starts
doing it.
Yeah.
So, how long ago did that happen?
I don't know.
Was it recent?
They said it was. Well, I don't know exactly, but from some of the comedians that I listen to, it's one of these things it's been known within the comedy community, much like Cosby was known through the comedy community.
And I'm not excusing it by saying how long ago it's happened.
No, not at all.
But it's almost like you have one instance of people coming forward, And it opens up the floodgates for everybody else.
Right. Yeah, it sounded, from everything that I've heard, and by all means, like, this is third-hand accounts, like, it was a while ago that this stuff was going on. But,
well, I would say to his credit, he's not coming out of the closet, like Kevin Spacey did.
Everybody knew Kevin Spacey was gay, too.
Right. Or if he's even gay, or if he's just using that as an excuse.
Right.
But the thing that
no, Kevin Spacey's way gay.
He's not trying to spin it. He's actually admitting up to it.
Right, which is the first person to really, like...
Yes.
To say, yeah, I did it. It was a douche move for me to do.
How embarrassing would you feel on a national level if people knew you did that?
Right. And like, who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody, and they're like, well, yeah, I don't know if he'll be fine. His career's... I'm like, I don't know.
No, he won't.
I don't know if he'll ever come back from this. It's gonna be a tough sell.
Yeah.
Which is sad because dude was hilarious. Like he like everything. I haven't watched the last special that he did, that first Netflix special that he did, but like everything that he's done has been pretty funny. Now the funny thing is too, even in his stand up, I remember there was one joke that he was talking about, like jacking off in a cat's face. He's like, I don't care. I'll jack off in a cat's face. I'll come in his face. I don't care. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that joke is oddly resonant now.
The imagery, right?
Yeah. Oh gosh. But yeah, it's fucked up, dude. Harvey Weinstein, that whole thing, like, he's gonna go to jail, dude. Like,
dude, it's up to like 80 women.
Is it now?
It's insane. Like how many people are coming forward?
Yeah, and like rape, like straight up rape has happened.
Like when it gets to that level of people coming forward,
dude, that's some Cosby ass shit right there.
I don't know if there's anything you can do to deny that, or like, I don't know if there's any reconciliation with any of that.
Do not pass go. You go directly to hell.
I think what Louis C.K. needs to do is this. He's already come out saying, yes, this is what happened. Right? Now, let's plan a tour, all the major U.S. cities. And what we're going to do is we're going to donate all the money that we make from these tours and doing stand-up to, like, say, an organization that helps women that have suffered sexual abuse or something like that.
You know what?
Sort of like a retributive
I can
justice.
see that, but at the same time, I can also see that being as too soon. You know what I mean? And I can see the public not buying that. I think the general populace is too cynical right now.
Yeah, maybe give it some time and let some other controversy come out.
Let it cool off.
I don't think he's going to have a career though after that.
No, it's like when and I keep bringing up Cosby, but like fuck, dude, But
he got out of this shit though.
Did he? He had a mistrial. They're going to put him back on trial. But
I don't know. Somehow he's using his wit and charm and.
Dude, he was going to do a tour.
Right.
On colleges telling young men how not to get caught for sexually assaulting. Don't put yourself in a situation to get yourself caught with the women with the panties down on the floor when you're giving them Quaaludes.
Don't let them see you put the pill in the drink.
Or the pudding.
Or the pudding pop.
So, yeah, it's fucked up, man. Like,
you just got Huxtabled.
Oh, shit. Bitch, you just got Huxtabled. Damn. But yeah, it's fucked up, man. Like, I don't know. Like,
it's crazy how much shit is behind the scenes that you don't hear about until it all comes out at once.
Right. Well, and then like,
fucking Tom Hanks,
fucking nice asshole.
And then all the like youth abuse and like sexual abuse in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's crazy too. What's even crazier is that like. Most of the, like these fucking kids, like one of their parents is around when all this shit's going down. So what's that say?
It's all an accepted part of the culture, I guess. Well, I think people get money and power and they think they're invincible.
Yeah. Well, dude, Charlie Sheen.
What happened with him?
Corey Feldman has accused Charlie Sheen of raping Corey Haim while they were filming Lucas.
I've never seen that movie, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Winning.
That's somebody nobody's talking about anymore.
Not since he said that he had AIDS.
Charlie Sheen? Well, yeah, but that was a long time ago.
Winning. Tiger blood.
So I think media, there's an expression, go where the meat is.
Oh, yeah. If it leads, it bleeds, man.
Yeah, that's what they follow.
Or if it bleeds, it leads, is what I'm thinking. So.
That sounds closely related to what my uncle used to say.
If there's grass on the field, you can play.
Yes.
Your uncle was a perv.
He was more than that, but yes.
So,
not in a good way.
No,
I
I don't think anybody could
fucking
be.
Gross.
Yeah. Dude, Grayson is still singing
So,
up there.
I think he's still funny. I think anytime anybody sees him doing stand-up, they're going to picture him masturbating.
Yeah.
That's just going to how it's going to be.
Yeah, dude. No, I don't want that.
God, I hope
mental
nothing
image.
comes out about Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's been pretty cool so far.
Yeah. But no, so like I'm part of this Facebook group for the Inglorious Bastards. I'm in the pub, and somebody brought up the point to the men in the group. He's like, and it wasn't one of the hosts of the show. It was just somebody in the pub. They said, in all of your life, men, have you ever, thought that you might have done something creepy? You may not have actually done something creepy, but like, not to that level. Mm-hmm. But, if you've thought about it, how many times in your life do you think that, like, you possibly could have been doing something creepy and just been completely unaware that you were doing something creepy? You know what I'm saying?
Sort of.
So, like, just being a guy and you're with a girl and, you're hitting on her or whatever and you make out with her or whatever, and she doesn't necessarily say no, but she's not really saying yes either. Like there's that thin razor line between consent and creep,
Yeah.
And like, or where you are pursuing someone to the point where they're like, ew, you're crossing a line, but you don't know it because do you get where I'm going with that?
I do. Well, that's the blur between fantasy and reality.
Yeah.
Like you could know a girl that,
or a guy
that likes you as a friend. They just happen to be very friendly, and you have somehow in your head convinced yourself that there's more there. So regardless, anything that they do, you're going to take that way,
right?
But yeah, I think it's a head game, because I can. I would imagine that if you are with a girl, for instance, and like you said, she's not saying no, but she's not saying yes, at some point, your emotions and your lust are going to outweigh your logic.
Right.
And your ability to reason and step back.
It really, like, makes me think of that scene in High Fidelity where Cusack is talking to the one blonde that he dated in high school that ended up becoming the film critic. And like he's like,
I'm thinking of something funny. I'll tell you in a second.
He's like, oh well, you didn't want to sleep with me, but we broke up, and you went out and you slept with this guy, and why wasn't it me? Why blah 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 blah. And she was like, I didn't want to sleep with him. She's like, I wanted to sleep with you at the time. It wasn't the right time. And she's like, yeah, I may have slept with him. I didn't say no, so it wasn't rape, but I didn't want to. Like, how many situations are men in that particular situation where, like, a girl may not say no, but she's not really saying yes either?
Yeah, that just seems.
And I'm not excusing anybody for being a rapist, but at the same time, it's like, there can be moments where a guy is just not really aware of what's going on. He thinks everything is just kosher, and this is, she seems to be enjoying herself, and I'm enjoying myself, and it's like I said, it's a fine line between creep and consent. Man, we just took a really weird turn with this podcast.
What I was thinking about earlier that was funny to me is I wonder if Louis C.K. had like a day planner where he was saying, okay, I'm going to invite this girl into the office and masturbate in front of her. 2 o'clock, right? Or if it was something that was just sporadic in the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the one weird one was like the lady, one of the women that was one of his accusers, was like, it was over the phone. He was masturbating while he was on the phone to me.
Haven't we all done that, though?
Yeah, and I'm like, really? Like, it's weird, but I don't know if that's assault.
No, really. Haven't we all done that, though?
I'm sure.
I mean, with you even. I've called you a few times. And
no, you were breathing heavy. I didn't really realize it. I thought you may have just got done walking.
I was just running up the stairs.
But I mean, like, how many people shit and talk on the phone?
Right.
Or whatever. It's like, all right, like, it's it's weird, but I don't know if that's assault.
That's why I can't wait till we can get to the point in Back to the Future where they have holograms that pop up when you call.
Yeah, right.
Then you'll know.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, put it away, Louis. So, but
at some point in his life, though, when he's old and senile, it's going to be acceptable again.
Yeah.
Like, it won't.
Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing.
He's in a retirement home somewhere or a nursing home.
Yeah.
Just sitting there whacking it in front of the nurses.
There was one time I was at the Spring Hill Mall up in Elgin.
Right.
And there was an old dude in one of those walkers that you turn around, you can sit on.
Do you have a boner?
Dude, he was sitting there whacking it in the middle of the mall, and nobody stopped him. And I looked, and I saw what it was, and I was like, oh, I am going to move around the long way because I didn't want to get caught up in any crossfire. But I'm like,
oh, wow, dude.
I'm just sitting there whacking it in the middle of the mall. Man, nobody's the wiser. Yeah, he's just old and crazy. Get him the fuck out of the mall. He's whacking it. Good Lord.
Oh, dude. That's got to be a little awkward.
Dude, very.
You don't want to like throw a shake at it or something?
Nothing that could be used as a lubricant, sir.
Oh, man.
Ned, are you whacking it again? Yeah.
Was that a guy with a voice box?
South Park.
Yeah.
First couple seasons, yeah. So, but yeah, that's really the only news that's been really going on this week.
Have there been any cute instances of that?
What? Somebody
where you're
whacking
like,
off?
oh, look, he's whacking it. Maybe like a chimpanzee in a zoo.
Yeah, but even then, people are pointing and laughing.
Dude, chimps don't give a fuck.
No, right? They're just like, I'm going to whack it. I don't care.
I own this shit.
Right? I'm going to stick my finger in my butt and sniff it and fall out of a tree.
Oh, we're going to go down a rabbit hole here. So I saw a video of a chimpanzee that trapped a bullfrog.
And fucked its mouth. Yeah. That's
Have you seen that video?
It's old, dude. Yeah, I
and
saw
the Chinese kids are laughing.
Yeah.
And they are Chinese, I could tell because of their accent. No, it just said China Zoo.
Right.
Chinese Zoo.
Yeah, no, because he was using it as like a fleshlight.
I'm really not racist.
Right.
Or misogynist.
Right.
Or Greek.
Or Mexican, really.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, that's really all the news that we got going on this week. It's just like Taylor Swift's album was already number one, sold 700,000 copies in just 3 days.
This just in, Taylor Swift has no belly button.
Yeah, right. She's a genetically modified organism used for the Knights and Saints service.
Honestly, I don't even think I'm not attracted to her.
I think she's pretty.
Yeah.
She's got weird eyes, though. Especially when she was younger.
You think she's reptilian?
I don't think she's a reptilian. She's not one of the reptilian elite, I don't think.
No.
But, like, apparently the Nazi party of the United States wants to claim her as being, like, the ultimate Aryan queen.
Wow.
Yeah.
There was a huge riot in Warsaw the day after I left.
Really?
Is there Independence Day?
Yeah.
You had all these nationalists come out to the parade. Brought flares and...
Whoa.
And they were coming up against the Antifa group, which was for equal rights and gay rights and against the government. And there was a big clash in the middle of the city.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah. I was like in that place the day before.
Damn.
Kind of wish I was there just to record it and have something to come home with.
Seriously. That's fucked up, man.
I get hit in the head with a rock and can speak perfect Polish after that.
Right. But that's all you can speak.
Right.
You come back and like, I don't understand you. And you're like, but I'm talking to you. What are you saying?
Yeah, my name is Carlos Lopinski.
Nice. So let's move on. What's chumming your waters this week?
Okay, so I thought about this because I had this experience this morning. Really quick one. Our big-ass trucks behind you at a stoplight at night with their bright-ass lights. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
But this morning I called a lady. I was doing a sales call. Follow-up call. To find out if she wanted a ramp that we came out to her house to measure for. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those situations where you have a lady that, and it could be a guy or a lady, doesn't matter.
It's a human.
A human. But this particular human was female, and she had done about an hour of research on Google, and within that hour was able to understand the 10-plus years that I had been in this industry, plus everybody else before me, and wasn't accepting the fact that what we were offering was what she needed,
Jeez.
and was wanting to save money versus keeping her parents safe coming in and out of the house. So the phone call ended with her going off and me trying to explain to her this is what you need, and then her hanging up on me.
Nice.
And I slammed the phone down. So, yeah,
Gotta
people
love it.
that do an hour of research on Google that think they know the entire industry that you're in and want to argue with you and not believe you and feel like you're trying to rip them off.
Right.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
the best. I hate those people.
Fucking shit, dude.
Seriously. I'm just going to say what's chumming me.
What the fuck, right?
Right?
Sorry, I'm getting angry again.
Just thinking about it. You know what really, it's like a low level chum for me, but roundabouts.
A semi-chum, if you will.
Yeah, it's half staff.
Yeah.
But like,
You don't like roundabouts?
oh, I fucking hate
They're all over
roundabouts.
Europe.
Yeah, they're starting to come all over here too.
What's wrong with them?
I just fucking like people get in them and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing in these things.
They don't know how to use them. They don't.
No, and like I found some in like the dumbest places, like right in the middle of the country in Plainfield. Like there are no houses around here. Why is there a roundabout?
Right.
Like I get it. Like yeah, I can see dumb kids like trying to drag race down these old country roads, but at the same point, it's like, fuck, let them run into the cornfields.
What would make our small town more modern?
Yeah. Oh, let's put a roundabout in. Let's put it on
idea.
Yeah, let's put it on 2536th Road, right at the cross street of 4544th Road, right
And
next to the Jenkins farm.
Yeah, the idea of a roundabout is you go when you can go.
Yeah. But everybody is Clark fucking Griswold.
Yeah, they
just
don't
going just around in circles, around in circles, around in
Oh,
circles.
there's Big Ben.
Oh, there it is again. This is the dumbest circus I've ever seen.
Piccadilly.
Piccadilly Circus, yes. But yeah, like that, and like I don't want mine to be driving, but damn it all, every time I get in the car, somebody pisses me off. Grocery stores,
Mm-hmm.
like
People walking slow in front of you?
No, not even so much that. I can get around that. It's when they leave their fucking cart in the middle of the aisle and like walk like 15 feet away from it.
And you have to wait or go around it?
Fuck that. I ram their cart. Get that piece of shit out of my way.
Yeah, etiquette is to move it to the side.
Yeah, yeah. Or the people that are like standing in the same section, like they'll put it on the one side, they'll put it on the right, and then they're looking at something on the left for 25 fucking minutes. And the one thing that I need is right behind their cart.
Right.
You know? Or the people that go into the self-checkout aisles but have no comprehension on how to fucking use it. I had to show a guy today at Tony's how to use the credit card reader. Like, I found out what his PIN number was because he was putting it, like, he was doing, like, item lookup, and he put his PIN number in for the 4-digit veggie codes. You know, I'm like, do you need help? And he wasn't an old dude. He was probably, like, our age. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Wow.
Are you... You're lucky I do not have a tack hammer because I would hit you in the forehead because you're a retard. Like, seriously.
Tack hammer.
Oh, my God. Like I could have been home 5 minutes earlier, but you were breathing in my general vicinity, and now I'm dumb. You know? Anyway.
Self-checkout's a bitch.
It's not if you know how to use it.
Please remove item from the bagging area.
That's irritating. Target got away from that, actually. If you'd go to because our Target has a self-checkout, and you can actually doop, 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 fill your bag, put it in the cart. Doop, 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 fill your bag, put it in the cart. And it's like, your item has been removed from the bagging area. Please replace bag. I'm like, what is this? Like, am I going to have like a giant boulder like chasing me down because I've removed the sacred object?
And you've got to wait for somebody to come and punch in numbers.
Oh, God. Like, Target's got it figured out, man. And they even got the little, like, the scanner gun. So if you got something on the bottom of the cart and it's heavy, you're like, oh, fuck this. I'm grabbing, boop, and you're good. Like, it's the best.
And then I give her the price of what we're going to be putting in. And she says, oh, my God. How do you live with yourself? Senior citizens are on a budget. It goes down this, like, social justice warrior trail. I'm still upset about it, dude.
I can tell. Yeah,
Don't fucking do research on the internet for an hour and then act like you know everything there is about the business.
Yeah, seriously. I could call my cousin and he could build one. I'm like, out of what? Balsa wood? Yeah.
I mean, do you ever get that in your line of work?
Oh, dude, not necessarily like, not to that extent.
Or is it like, oh, I know how to hook that up?
No, it's not even that. For what I do, it's mostly like people just bitching that they have to even comply with what we're asking of them.
Right. Or is it even an issue of like they distrust you when you come to the door?
Oh, absolutely. That too.
Like, what the hell what are you selling?
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm back to my original job. So
no more canvassing.
No, that legwork is done before I even get to the door. But it's still like we have to deal with it. Well, the recruiter didn't say that you're going to have to do that. And the recruiter didn't say it was going to look like this. And the recruiter didn't say it was going to be so many wires. She said it was only going to take you 15 minutes to hook this stuff up. Really? You're going to be here all day? How long do we have to do this for? Yeah, that's what I get at work every day. Not every day, but those are like the biggest complaints. Yeah.
Do you ever get tips?
No, we can't accept them.
Do you ever get food?
Every now and again, somebody will make us food. I mean, it's been a long time since I've gotten a meal from somebody.
But then you get the person that hates their life and they don't want you at their house and they feel obligated to you.
Right. Yeah. People offer me coffee all the time, and I say I'm polite, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll have a cup of coffee. Mm-hmm. And then they usually they usually give me something that tastes like Folgers that's been strained through a moldy gym sock.
That's lukewarm.
Oh, my God. Oh. And for being a coffee guy, that's just like, just kick me in the nuts. I would much rather prefer getting kicked in the nuts.
You feel obligated to drink at least half of it.
Yeah. And by the time you get to like the half of it, you've like, it's ice cold.
Yeah.
So, where are you taking your coffee? Or that, or you like take a sip out of their cup and you realize that like, it really hasn't been washed all that well.
Me and my brother were putting up a ramp in Chicago in January.
Really?
Yeah. Cold as hell.
Mm-hmm.
The guy comes out. You boys want some coffee? Because we're like, it's really, really cold. Sure, we'll have some. That'd be great. Put it down right over there. We're just going to finish this up. 5 minutes later, we come back. It's ice.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, cold?
Yeah, just a bit. Colder than a witch's tit and an iron bra.
So do you like this new segment? Getting this off your chest?
Oh, yeah. The Chum in the Waters is fun.
Yeah.
I just got to, like, write them down so as they happen, so I'll have something to talk about.
I'm going to do that.
It's not driving related.
Doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Get a chum
It's
file.
all driving related.
Yeah, I don't want it to always be driving related, though. Those are the easiest ones, but because I'm in the car so much. You too, so. But, all right, so, wow, we're at an hour 10 already. Almost an hour 10. So, what have you been consuming this week?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I went and saw Thor in theaters.
Dude, it was so fucking good.
It was amazing.
Yeah, dude.
It was very... It reminded me of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was. It was. And it was unlike any other Thor movie before that. And I saw it in Poland, which was crazy because they had Polish subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
And
are you getting a buzz?
A little bit, yeah.
Right.
There, it's gone. So Polish subtitles the whole time. So there would be points where everybody else would laugh, and I'd be sitting there like, wait, what?
Right.
What just happened? Why are they laughing? And opposite, too.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, because humor doesn't always translate.
Right.
But it was a good storyline. There was a lot of humor.
A lot of humor.
There was a great cameo towards the middle part to the end with the guy from The Fly and Jurassic Park.
Jeff Goldblum?
Yes.
Well, he was a star of the movie.
In this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't mean cameo, but guest appearance.
Guest stars. Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to be in it.
I knew he was going to be in it. I didn't know that Matt Damon was
in the beginning.
Yeah. And the guy who played Thor during that scene in the play that they were putting on,
yeah.
That was actually Chris Hemsworth's youngest brother. That was Liam Hemsworth.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's funny because it looked like him.
Yeah, it was Liam. It was his youngest brother.
Probably my favorite scene is when Thor was in the auditorium getting ready to battle.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know who comes out?
Oh, that's been on the... it's not... Fuck you. Movie's been out for 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Incredible Hulk pops out.
Dude, that was the dopest.
And Thor's like...
Yes!
Loki! Look who it is!
Right? And Loki's all like, I have to go now. Puny god.
He was trying to play it smooth with the guy that owned that planet.
Dude, it was just good, man. It was just...
Yeah.
And then like when the Hulk just grabs him and just ragdolls Thor, and Loki's like, ha ha ha, now you know what it feels like. Because he did that to Loki during the Avengers.
Did he?
Yeah, he ragdolled.
Right.
Puny god.
On the ship.
Yeah.
On that floating ship, yeah.
No, it wasn't on the ship. He was in Stark Tower.
That's right.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, this was the first time that the Incredible Hulk has been portrayed in a live-action setting that Lou Ferrigno did not do his voice. Mark Ruffalo actually did the Hulk's voice this time around. Yeah. Everything prior to this has always been Lou Ferrigno.
Seeing Incredible Hulk in his green room in between fights.
Oh yeah, his
sitting on
posh,
his bed.
Right.
Right. Thor, leave.
Right. But that's the most we've heard of we've heard Hulk talk too, you know. Yeah. Hulk like raging fire, Thor like smoldering fire. Dude, this shit was so good, man. And apparently it was like they changed the tone of the Thor movies because the first two have been pretty dour and dark, and apparently Chris Hemsworth had heard Kevin Smith podcast where he was kind of talking a little shit about the Thor movies,
right? And
about how like depressing and just bleak they are.
But they're not even funny.
No, and like it was that like kind of made the impetus for them to lighten up the mood a little bit in these movies.
The other guy I liked was the guy that's made out of stone with the high voice.
Oh, dude, the guy that
did.
Hey
guys,
right? That was the director of the movie was that guy's voice.
Yeah.
That
was hilarious.
Dude, he was great. Yeah.
Valkyrie
was awesome.
Valkyrie,
the black chick.
Oh yeah, she was
gorgeous too. Holy shnikes.
Yep.
Dude, and every time they fucking zapped him with the taser, dude, that shit.
Who?
Thor or Loki? Yeah, either one. Because Loki got the taser for a bit too. But,
yeah, because Thor put it on him.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Right.
I'm pulling up the cast here because I'm lost on one name. But it was the little guy that the rock guy was holding.
Oh, yeah. He's my friend.
Yes. I've accidentally stepped on him.
Right. He's up. He's dead.
Yeah. He's like, oh, no, he's alive.
Right.
That's good.
Like you'd expect him to be like, rah, rah, but he had this like just meek little
Hella
voice.
Was a bitch, dude.
Oh, dude, Cate Blanchett was amazing in that. Fucking amazing, dude.
Is that who played her?
Yeah, it was Cate Blanchett.
Gosh. She did good because you didn't like her.
No, I did, dude.
Did you?
Dude, sexy goth Cate Blanchett? Fuck yes, dude.
Coming in with her crazy-ass headdress.
Yeah. Well, dude, just the way that she walked, she had such a swagger to her, dude. Yeah. It was like banging, son.
Funny scene too was in the beginning where he's on the chain and he's like, "Hold on, hold on, you were right in the middle of a good point."
Right.
Just like talking to Satan.
Yeah, they're the fire thing, whatever it was. Yeah, it was good. So, but yeah, I love that movie. I fucking loved it. It was great.
I would watch it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
You know, and it was interesting that Natalie Portman wasn't in it either. But they even made
it cute.
Yeah, they even made a joke about it. They're like, "Well, Jane Foster dumped you." And Thor was like, "I didn't dump her. She didn't dump me. I dumped her." So
the other funny scene that I remember from that is him and Loki are coming up in the elevator. He's like, "We got to think of a plan." And he's like, "I don't." He's like, "I don't want to do the we need help," or what was it?
Yeah, I need help.
And the door opens. "I need help!"
Right, and he throws Loki at the guards. Yeah, that shit was funny, dude.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah,
you know, it's setting up for a third or a next movie.
It's setting up the not Black Panther, which comes out in February,
right,
but the next Avengers movie.
Because when Loki was underneath getting all that shit, he saw that little the box.
Yeah, the Tesseract.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, he's got to grab that Tesseract.
He kind of looked at it and kind of was like, yep.
Because that was the thing that he got him in the first Avengers movie.
Yeah. I'm not interested in there's a what is it called? Justice League movie coming out?
Yeah, it comes out Friday. I'm so going. I already bought my tickets. Yeah, I bought my tickets already.
It's hard. I don't know. You got to let me know how it is.
Yeah,
I like the single movies about single characters.
But the team-ups you're not a big fan of?
I think it loses a little bit of the luster of it.
It depends. It depends on how well it's
hard
written.
To track it all. You know what I mean? I guess X-Men would be like...
Yeah, X-Men was one.
That was a good one.
Even the Avengers, like the first Avengers. The second one, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
It was still an okay movie, but it was just like a setup for everything that came after it. But...
and Black Panther looks awesome.
Dude, Black Panther looks awesome. But you know what the thing is with that? The trailer looks great. But I'm like, I find it interesting that like the one black movie that they have in the Marvel Universe, that they use nothing but hip hop in the soundtrack or in the trailer. And I'm like, it just seems like...
So it's not like ominous Marvel music?
No, it's like the Wu-Tang Clan.
Really?
Like, and I have no problem with hip hop. I actually enjoy hip hop music a lot. But it's like, oh, the black movie, got to use black music for it.
Playing towards the stereotype.
Yeah, well, not or to the
demographic,
to the ethnicity,
right?
And I think that's kind of shitty. It's like when they're like, oh, Hollywood was whitewashing everything. It's like when for Doctor Strange.
Which I still haven't seen.
Dude, Doctor Strange is amazing.
But wasn't he in this movie?
Yes, he was.
In Thor, right?
Yeah, he was in it for like 10 minutes.
And he looked it was awesome.
Dude, he looked just like Stephen Strange. But so
is that... I'm going to interrupt you for just a second because I don't even know the story of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
But from the movie, I could tell he was some sort of magician.
He's a mystic. And basically... Doctor Strange, the character in a nutshell, is Dr. Stephen Strange is like this like hardcore like super mega talented surgeon, and he has an accident that fucks his hands up and he can't like perform surgery anymore.
Right.
So he goes on like a walkabout and ends up in this magic fucking Asian Chinese secrets fucking dojo thing where he learns how to be a mystic and a sorcerer.
So they have a movie out that's...
Yeah, it came out last year.
Is it awesome?
It's great.
Loki was falling for like 30 minutes.
Oh, and yeah.
He kept him in that...
In the loop. I was falling for a half hour. But in Doctor Strange, Tilda Swinton plays a character called the Ancient One. And in the comics, it's an Asian character. Now, people got all pissed off, like, oh, it's an Asian character in the comic books. Why does it have to be a white person in the movies and blah, 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 blah? I'm like, well, it's a woman that's playing the Ancient One. But it's like, so are you saying that only Asian people can play Asian roles? And are those the only roles that those Asian people should be playing?
I vaguely remember some sort of controversy that there was a black person playing somebody that wasn't black from Marvel, and people got all pissed off about it. Gosh, I'm trying to remember.
Well, I know that they did that in the Dark Tower.
For Batman?
No, Dark Tower.
Okay.
That Roland was originally a white guy in the book, and they had Idris Elba play him in the movie with Matthew McConaughey.
I'll think of it. I hope. But
yeah, but I'm like, and I mean, anyway. So what else have you been consuming, sir?
Well, honestly, I've been watching a new series on Netflix.
Okay.
That's really, really good. It's called Mindhunter.
I've heard about this.
Yeah.
And I believe Dana's been watching it.
Has she?
Yeah, that's like that true crime shit is right up her alley. I kind of don't give a fuck about it, but
well, the concept behind it's really interesting because the whole idea is using psychology and research to what do you call it? Where people
forensics,
but also what do you call it when a cop pulls over a car of black kids just because they're black? Profiling, yes.
Sorry, I sneezed like right into the mic.
So the FBI, it's sort of at this point where they're starting to use all that to try and profile serial killers.
So is it like documentary or is it fictionalized?
It's both.
Okay.
It's got that same feel to it. So there's a lot of historical stuff in it, but
sure.
It's they're talking to serial killers to understand why they did what they did, so they can predict and tie together murders and find the person that actually did it with other serial killers in the U.S.
Uh-huh.
So, long story short, it's a really good series so far. It's like one season already, but I'm only about 5 episodes in.
Right.
But the storyline is really good, and acting is good, and
nice.
It's interesting as hell.
Very cool. I'll have to check it out.
So yeah, that's what I've been consuming.
Bob's your uncle. Nice.
What about you?
Dude, I listened to Thriller this week.
Besides Thor? You just got it on vinyl?
No. I had it on my phone.
You mean the whole album, not just that song?
No, the whole album, dude.
What songs are on that album? I know Thriller.
Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean.
Oh, gosh.
PYT, Pretty
Is that the one where he's wearing the white
leather with the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's such a good album.
He's kind of laying down on the front.
With a tiger.
That is a great album.
Yeah, dude, the whole album's incredible. So listen to that. I've been listening to that Kesha album a lot.
You said that,
dude. That new
on the
Kesha
podcast.
album is fucking incredible, dude. It's so good.
There's a new Carpool Karaoke with her.
With Pink.
Or with Pink, yeah.
It was Pink. Yeah, Dana sent me the link today. I haven't had a chance to watch it. Listening to that, the new Beck album.
He's still putting out music?
Still putting out music. It's the first album he's put out in a long time.
I wonder, is he throwing back to any of his original albums?
No.
Or is it just still as experimental and weird?
This one is, yeah, for sure. Like the last album he put out was called Morning Light, and it was really folky and quiet and introspective and sad bastard music.
Whatever happened to him?
What do you mean?
I mean, he, after 2 turntables and a microphone, or
he
had a few other
4 albums
after
that.
Right. And he had maybe a hit song on each.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like the darling of XRT.
But I feel like after the mid-2000s, he just sort of fell off the map.
Yeah, he didn't release an album for like 8 years. He did producing, and he had songs on soundtracks and stuff, but he didn't produce he didn't put out an album between Modern Guilt and the last one. It was like 8 years between albums.
Remember when Loser came out?
Yeah.
That was the shit.
Oh, dude, I was like addicted to Beck at that point.
Right.
Like,
I didn't even know what he was saying at certain parts, but I just loved it.
Right. And then he had like two independent albums that he put out during that time frame. He put out Stereopathetic Soul Manure and One Foot in the Grave.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are these Beck albums? Like, he had 3 albums out within the course of a year and a half. But yeah, dude, that guy's just prolific. He's a great artist. And this new album is like, it's all like, dude, it sounds like it could have been lifted from the 80s. Like, all the best parts of shitty music of the 80s are on this record.
Did he write it for a soundtrack?
No. It's just the new Beck record. And it's fun. Like I said, man, it's not the best Beck record, but it's definitely the most fun I've had with a Beck record in a very long time. And it's called Colors.
Yeah, he's got a hit single out there called Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the hip-hop track that's on the album. It's really good.
You think he kind of looks like David Bowie in that picture a little bit?
A little bit.
By the way, huge David Bowie fans in Poland.
Yeah, I saw that picture that you posted on the page. So
it all goes back.
Yeah.
It comes back.
But then I've been watching Rick and Morty. I finally finished up the end of season 3 this morning.
I am still one episode into season 1.
Dude, it's fucking so good, dude.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
What do you like most about it so far?
Just the randomness of it. It's just I like it because it's fucked up. And like just the weird dynamic between Rick and Morty. Like
so grandfather and grandson.
Yeah, and it's definitely like Rick just like shovels shit down Morty's throat to the point where like Morty just finally just can't take it anymore, and he finally like sticks up for himself like 6 episodes in. But like it's funny. It's way funny.
Doesn't he like leave him stranded on different planets?
Oh yeah, Rick just fucks off sometimes. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah, and Rick's a total asshole.
When do you have time to watch it?
Whenever I can.
Okay, on your laptop or on TV?
Mostly on my iPad.
Yeah, and
a lot of times like I'll start falling asleep on the couch down here. I'll go upstairs and put my iPad on and watch like half an episode, and then I'll watch the next. A lot of times I'm watching shit in the morning when I'm getting stuff ready for the kids and Kirsten and stuff like that. So that's when I watch most of my TV. American Horror Story just ended, and I watched about half the last episode and fell asleep again. So I got to finish watching that. But I started watching the show on Netflix.
Still haven't seen one episode of that.
Dude, so good.
I know, I'm terrible.
But it's called The Mist.
On what?
Netflix.
Really?
Yeah, it was originally I
remember a computer game called Mist.
No. This is based off a Stephen King novel, or a novella. And
what's the difference, by the way?
Size. A novella is usually like 100 pages, 125 pages. Like The Hobbit is technically considered a novella.
But it's part of a series.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But The Mist was not. It was a standalone story. It was just a small... I think a novella is too long to be a short story, but too short to be a novel.
So it's right in between.
It's a novella, yeah.
I always thought it was a Mexican TV station.
A TV show, yeah. Telenovela.
Telemundo?
Well, Telemundo is the station, but there's a lot of telenovelas on there. But yeah, it's basically like the whole premise of the story was that this weird mist comes into town, and there's all these monsters in the mist, and these guys get caught inside buildings, and they can't go outside or shit eats them and fucks up their world.
That sounds like The Purge.
Yeah, but it's monsters instead of people.
That'd be even worse.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. And it was originally on Spike TV, but they only went one season. And it just ended in September, and it's already up on Netflix.
I remember Spike TV.
I don't even think Spike TV is a thing anymore.
1,000 Ways to Die, I think, was one of the things.
Yeah, all the dumb ways people would die. And then, like, all the TJ Hooker reruns.
Right.
So I've been watching that.
And Girls Gone Wild commercials late at night.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever buy any of those DVDs?
No. No, I take that back. I bought the store-appropriate ones, the ones that you could get at the stores. It was just boobs. But apparently, like, the ones that you bought from the infomercials were pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah. Well, dude, the guy that, like, the scumbag...
He got sued.
And put in jail.
Because he had underage people on there.
That and for sexual assault, I think. Again, it all comes down to dudes and their dicks, man.
Yeah, come on.
Look, guys, keep your dick in your pants. Like, honestly, nobody wants to see your dick. Even if you...
Good decisions.
Yeah. Seriously, guys, you fucking animals. Keep it in your pants. Jesus Christ. So, but yeah, as far from that, like, I just finished reading this book called Injustice 2.
I saw that up there.
Yeah, it's the second series based off of the second video game. And so far, it's pretty interesting.
Have you played the video game?
I've played the first one. I've never played the second one. Because I'm not going to spend $400 on a PlayStation
system to be able
just
to play it.
play
Right.
a game or two. So
It's funny. I've got a PlayStation 4, but I play one game on it pretty much.
really,
I've got a bunch of other games, but I play one game
What's
all
that?
the time. Which one?
what game? Yeah.
Fallout 4.
Oh, okay. I've never played any of the Fallout series.
Awesome.
Really?
Yes.
I've never. Okay, dude. No Borat. Like seriously. Mark Adams.
What?
Between that and Dave Matthews Band are the only two cultural
I'll tell you
references
what.
that he
I'll
has.
tell you a podcast I want to hear. You, Dana, and Mark
Oh
Adams.
God.
I just want to be in the room to see it all go down.
I think Dana would kill him.
So
I really do. Like Dana doesn't suffer fools, man.
she won't pull any punches.
No.
He'll say some stupid shit, and then she'll just lay into him.
Oh my God. I might actually pay to see that too.
You got to make it happen.
Yeah, right. We'll have him in, and you and me will just sit in the corner and eat popcorn.
Wearing a red and black jacket.
Yeah, right. I'm just here for the comments. So, but yeah, that's been it for me, really. I mean, I've been, reading a couple comic books here and there when I get a free minute, and then, it's been about it. It's been just a long week. So, and then, Bobby's birthday was Sunday or Saturday. Man.
I love birthday parties.
Oh, the party isn't. We haven't even had the party yet. That's this upcoming Sunday.
It's coming, but it's always seems like a labor of love. Like,
oh, it's a labor.
By the end, I'm just like, oh shit! Just everybody go home.
Seriously, it's like I love you. Get out.
Right.
So,
hey, do we get any voicemails from Uncle Jesse?
Nope.
He's been pretty active on the page.
He's the only person that's active on the page for the most part. Thank you, Jesse. So yeah, if you guys want to reach out to us, please do.
Here we go.
You can reach us at our Facebook page at Facebook at Pop Goulash or /Pop Goulash. You can catch us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Pop Goulash. You can catch us on Twitter at Pop Goulash. You can hit up my Instagram at Pop_Goulash_Reuben.
Email popgoulash42 at gmail.com.
And if you want to hear your voice on our podcast here, which it's late and I'm tired and I'm not feeling well. But yeah, if you want to leave us a voicemail, feel free. Give us a call, 224-325-4235.
And you can call from Facebook.
Well, you can call...
Even if you're in Poland.
You can call people. I don't know if you can get a hold of us directly, but you can call people through Facebook. It's crazy. I'll show you how to do it when we get off air.
All right.
But, yeah, so feel free to give us a call. Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to masturbate in front of you.
It's going to sound like a fist rammed through a jar of mayonnaise.
Oh, God.
So, but yeah, no, feel free, man. Reach out to us. If you got something you want to hear us talk about, we're always open to suggestions and comments, questions. You know what? Leave us a review on the Apple Podcast app. They've made it way easy to rate us and leave us a review. We did get a couple more ratings, but not any more reviews.
On our Facebook or
on iTunes or our Apple Podcasts.
One and the same, aren't they?
What
you
iTunes?
You can rate it, but you don't have to say anything.
Right, but if you say something,
whatever,
leave us a review, we'll read it on air. So, really want to hear from you guys. Definitely, like we've said it 100 times.
I hope somebody does a review where they do a Ron Burgundy trick on you, where you're like, "Fuck off, San Francisco."
Yeah. Fuck you, San Francisco. But or San Diego. It was San Diego. Go fuck yourself, San Diego. But yeah, feel free, contact us, man. We'd love to hear from you guys. Just call us. I'm rambling. For Pop Goulash this week, I'm Reuben.
I'm Carlos.
Be kind to one another.
Down, down, down.
Dun, dun, dun.